Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode we're going to check out my Crew Cab Chevette. This is an 83 and I had this car probably for about 10 years or so. Anyway, I've been noticing the brakes are a little bit low. It's feeling funny. So I ordered some pads off of eBay because I didn't have any left in stock. I wound up buying, actually they wound up giving me 10 sets or 9 sets for the price of 6. Because I only ordered 6, they sent me 9. They were $10 a piece, free shipping, which you can't beat. Go to AutoZone. AutoZone wants like $25-30. Rock Auto, you gotta order them and wait for them to come. And Rock Auto has gotten a little bit expensive lately with certain things. So anyway, I got plenty of brake pads. I didn't get any brake shoes. I should. I'm probably going to need them anyway. But we're going to jack this up and we're going to check the brakes and see what's what. I got a feeling that it might have a leaking wheel cylinder, or the brake pads and brake shoes are worn down because I drive this daily. It has ice cold AC. Doesn't get the best gas mileage, but you know what? It takes like $30 to fill it up, so it's not a big deal. Back in the day, it would have took $12 to fill it up because it only has like a 10-gallon gas tank. But it runs good. It's very comfortable. It's a sweetheart. I ripped the moldings off because they were falling off and discovered that somebody had did some body work here before. So eventually I'll touch that up. Not a big deal. And this one actually only has 55,000 miles. This was a one-owner car. It's an 83. I think it's an 83. I got so many cars. Where's there? Let's see. This one is, wait a minute, this one says 85. Hold on. Check the VIN number. When you have 35 Chevettes, you forget which. 913. Let's see. Last, where are we at? 3913. What's the VIN number? 3913. Wow. Okay, so this is an 83. I mean 85 rather. All right, so they're calling this an 83. It's actually an 85. Anyway, it is what it is. They're all the same. 83 to 87. They're the same cars. The only thing that changes is the third brake light. All right, so let's take a look under the hood. So what I normally do, first thing I normally do is check the brake fluid, see what's up. And Chevettes have notoriously bad brakes, but when they're adjusted right and the pads are thick, it actually stops pretty good. This one has power brakes, power steering, and AC, which is, it's a loaded model. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Now, even though the brake pads are probably worn down because I drive it every day, it should be full. Oh, wait. Nope, look at that. Almost completely empty. Wow. So that explains why the brakes are so low. So, all right, so we know that something's leaking because it shouldn't be that low. Put that back. I'm gonna fill it up, but just put it back anyway. All right, so let me get a jack the front up, and take a peek at the brake pads in the front, and just swap them anyway. All right, so I got the wheels off. Let's take a look at the brake pads. And Chevettes, they eat brakes a lot. They go through a lot of brakes. Yeah, they're real thin. Woo! Just in time. That's close to the metal. Let's look at the other side. Turn that wheel around so we can look at the other side. I gotta paint that grill. I spilled some acetone on it when I was cleaning out the AC system and never painted it. Like I said, this is my daily driver, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so I guess I had swapped the brake pads a long time ago, or the brake hoses. They look newer. It's been a long time. I forget half the stuff I do. Alright, yeah, so brake pads are ready to... Yep. Before I start driving the cars and I put them in service, I go over the brakes, go over the suspension, go over everything. As you can see, it's got new AC Delco shocks, which make sure they're not leaking. They're not leaking. Alright, so as you can see, that's with the brake pads. That's how thick the brake pads are. Can't really see that well. And here's what they should look like. Actually, not that much better. Let's see. Yeah, they don't make them that thick. That's what they should look like. So, I mean, I still have some more miles on those, but I'm going to change them anyway because they're 10 bucks. I'm not going to screw around with that. So some of these have a torque, not a torque wrench, Torx, yeah, Torx, or an Allen key. This one should have, actually this feels like an Allen key. So 83 to 87 Chevettes have this big caliper, has two mounting brackets, or two mounting bolts rather. And what you want to do with the older cars is get the mounting bracket from 83 to 87, and you can add these calipers, and they're much better than the first gen ones, which only have one bolt holding them. They're like this big. So let me get that caliper off and we'll take a look at the pads better. Alright, since I don't like being on camera and I can't film at the same time because he's not very good at holding the phone, he's going to get the job of squeezing that piston in. That's why you have kids. Put them to work. You're glad we don't have a farm. We had a farm, you'd be milking cows. No, don't take it off yet. Squeeze the piston in with the C-clamp. Back in the day, people would have a lot of kids, so they would do the work. You don't have to hire anybody because you put your family to work. And he's actually on the clock anyway, so. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is squeeze the piston in, make sure it's not stuck, which I know it's not. But if you got a stuck piston in your caliper, it's time for some new calipers. The good thing about 83 to 87 Chevettes is they sell the calipers brand new, not remanufactured. I think the Chinese have cloned them. All the way in? Gotta be all the way in. The pads, what do you call it? Alright, take the bolts out. Some of these have a star socket and some have an Allen socket. It all depends. I think from the factory they had a Torx or star socket. Some aftermarket replacement bolts or Allen key, or it could be different years. I don't know. I've encountered both. I've encountered Torx and a Allen on the same car. I'll show you that one as soon as he pulls them out. Here, let me see that bolt. Yeah. So this, okay, this is an Allen key, but we're using a Torx socket because that's all I could find. I'm not very good with keep my tools organized. I got crap all over the place. Let me see that one. That might be an Allen. Yeah. There. And that's why you don't use a Torx on it, because then it gets stuck. And you can strip it, but you can't find it right. Allen key for it. There we go. So you got an Allen key. That's fine. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're done. All right. Put that up there. Don't let it hang so it doesn't hang down. All right, let's take a look at the old pads versus the new pads. Wow. See how thin they are? But they're wearing even. If they weren't wearing even, then you could have a caliper hanging up. So they're actually not that much thicker, but don't tell me that one. There we go. Alright, so see a little line right there? When it gets down to there, that means it's time to replace the pads. Alright, so they're not that much thicker, but they're thicker. So we're gonna get some new pads on this, and then we're gonna check the back. I got a feeling the wheel cylinders are leaking in the back. So anyway, if you need a new caliper, the good thing about 83 to 87 is, like I said, oh, look at this. Wow. This might need a caliper eventually. Yep, the rubber's all... No, this might be the sealant, the stuff that comes in the pack. Let me see if it has it. Sometimes they give you this grease or whatever. Alright, it's fine. It's not leaking. It's good enough for who it's for. That's me. Let me show you those brand new calipers. I think I have a set in here. Let's see. What's that?
No wonder why they go fast. These are thin from the factory.
Yeah, they don't make them that thick. I know I have a brand new set of calipers somewhere around here. What the hell did I do with my calipers? Oh, let me see. I have brand new calipers somewhere. As you can see, I'm really organized with a bunch of crap all over. I bought new calipers. Just a matter of finding them. These are brake lines. Brake lines. Oh, spark plugs. I didn't know I had the spark plugs. Okay. Let's see. What the hell did I do with my brand new calipers? Ah, right in front of me. Here you go. What? I can't see. Shit. Beautiful. All right, good. They're only going to go one. It's only going to go one way. Yeah, it's only going to go one way. I found the calipers, but I got a bunch of crap in front of them. Let me see. Probably going to have to eventually replace those. So I have some. All right. I got brake lines. Look at that. I'm hiding all the brake lines. I got stuff like don't even know I had. All right, so these should be brand new made in China calipers. See that? Made in China. And these are, I think they're 50 bucks a piece. So the good thing is if you need the calipers, they sell brand new ones. You don't have to mess around with remanufactured ones. The only thing is, for the first gens, they don't have them. You have to buy used or rebuild them, and they're getting really hard to come by. So, all right, let's put these brake pads on, and then we'll check the back out. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, some of these cars have Torx, and some have an Allen key. So here you go, perfect example. The other side had both Allen keys. This one has a Torx. I don't know why. I didn't do that. That's the way the car came. Remember, these cars, this is 1985, so the car's old. It's been through a lot. All right. All right, so what size? I forgot. I think it was a T25. It's been a long time. Oh, 516. And what is this? T50, yeah, T50. So that's the sizes you need. All right, we're going to do this side, then I'm going to show you what you got to do after you put the brake pads in. If I don't fall and crack my melon on something. All right, he's going to put the brake pads on. So he was trying to escape because he thinks he's done. You're not done yet. Go inside, step on the brakes about 5 times. And I'm going to show you what you got to do next. You're not done by just putting the pads on. There's a next step. No. Just step on them until it feels hard. Feel hard? All right. Now come over here. You see these tabs right here? Squeeze you tighten the vice grips up a little bit, and you're going to squeeze these tabs. That basically holds the pad against the caliper so it doesn't vibrate and make noise. turn it this way so I can see you.
Why wasn't these ones like that?
Because I don't know. Eventually they loosen up a little bit, but that's okay. All right. I suck at making videos, but it is what it is. No. You're going to put the vice grip from here to there, and you're going to squeeze this, and you're going to bend those tabs back a little teeny bit. Just enough to put pressure so it doesn't move around. You don't have to stick it all the way in here. Look. I can teach this guy how to do brakes. Alright, I can't do it with this hand. Loosen the vice grips up a little bit. No, you're not going to go all the way inside. You're only bending a small part of the tab. You go right here and right there. Loosen the vice grips up a little bit. Alright, right there. I was doing this when I was 16 years old. I used to go through brakes like crazy. Delivering pizza. You can do the same thing on the bottom. One-handed. I could put brakes on a Chevette with my eyes closed. Alright, tighten this up a little bit more. You gotta bend that tab a little teeny bit more. Alright, that's good. You're not gonna go crazy. Alright, see now what that does is that holds the brake pad in against the caliper. So when you're driving, you hit bumps, you don't hear it making all kind of noise. Alright, let's do the other side. My poor grill. This was a perfect grill. I gotta sand it down. I flushed the AC lines with acetone because I converted it to computer duster spray. 513, was it 513? Whatever it was, computer duster spray, ice cold, and I messed my damn grill up. Alright, perfect. Alright, put the wheels back on, because we're going to jack the back up. Alright, we're going to put the wheels back on, and we're going to check the rear brakes. Alright, we got the wheels off. So which side do you think is leaking? Take a bet. This side or the other side?
Driver's side.
Driver's side? Alright, let's see. Pull that drum off.
It's tight.
Alright, get the hammer. Get the lead hammer. It should be over there. No. Pull on it. Alright, now put your pull on from the bottom right there. Tap it from the top. That one's pretty stuck. I'm sorry, keep pulling. Get the bigger hammer. Actually, you have it underneath the wheel on the other side. My poor little baby, look at this. Stupid moldings. They put all kind of crap. No, it doesn't need to be neutral. They put all kind of stuff to hold that molding on. It was all crooked. And look, it looks, I don't know if it looks worse now or what, but I'm not worried about it. I'm going to paint it eventually. All right, look, here's what you got to do. You're not going to beat the hell out of it. Now come over here, come on this side. Pull that side of the caliper, of the drum from the back while I tap it. Ready? Mm-hmm. It'll come off. There you go. All right, so can't really see that well. No, look at it right there. It's leaking. See the brake fluid right there? See how it's wet? I can't. This stupid phone can't focus in. All right. Yeah, it's leaking. All right. So the brake pads are brake shoes rather nice and thick. Because I think I had replaced those a long time ago. Remember, I had this car for like 10 years. All right. So put that one back on. We know that that's leaking. Let's just look at the other side. We'll flood up a brake fluid and send it because I need to drive this one home. All right, do the same thing I just showed you on this side. Now, what he's doing applies to any old car that has drum brakes. You don't beat the hell out of it; it'll come off.
It's leaking on both sides.
All right, yeah. So both rear wheel cylinders are leaking. It looks like I didn't. They're leaking. I don't think I changed them, yeah. So that's why. All right, it's not a big deal. The brake shoes are still good. All right, just put them back on. We'll put some brake fluid and send it. And I'll order some parts for it and do that. The next video is going to be me teaching him how to do drum brakes because
I don't think the adjustment's a little too tight.
just put them on there. They were fine for now. When I do the rear brakes, I'll adjust them. He's allergic to drum brakes, so I'm gonna teach him how to do drum brakes when once I order the brake pads, brake shoes, and wheel cylinders. All right, guys, there you have it. Crew Cab Chevette. We're gonna top off the brake fluid. It'll be fine. I've driven worse, and as soon as I get the brake shoes, I'll do another video. Please like and subscribe, and check out my other videos. Peace.